if I'm fortunate to the girl's virginity,
okay,
like maybe I'm not saying that. No, I'm just being.
At this point, I'm just wondering what I'm doing here.
I'm just being blunt and straight here. You can crucify me for being that, but that's my nature. If I can play my cards very well and still get her around my arms.
Of course, that is, I'm saying that already the cards are in autoplay. You understand? For the girls to leave everybody in the world, she's telling you things she hasn't told anybody. So she left everybody in the world.
Where you are driving in, that's not the way you are trying to personalize it.
It's an autoplay now.
I am not the one that took her virginity.
Baba is.
Say you were the one.
Baba is. You know what? Listen, you are the advisory council.
Yeah.
And you are trying to. This is what we are looking at something. It's a dog. Everybody can see it's a dog. And tell us this is a monkey.
Yeah, he probably would be crucified when the person gets to. Yeah, it's opposite gender, a friend of mine, very nice, beautiful as well. So she just, while I was
She's your friend?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just a friend.
Just a friend. She's dating a friend of mine. So
you're like the assistant boyfriend.
Whichever you want.
I the one that linked them.
Allow him talk now, please.
So she told you that you are just a friend. Is she the one that said you are just a friend?
No, I'm just a friend because she's dating a good friend of mine.
I know, but is she the one that told you that you are just a friend?
We both know that.
Oh, you are assuming that you are just a friend.
She's a friend.
Yeah, but you met her before your friend that met her now.
No.
You met her?
No, maybe.
There's something in this story.
No, there's nothing.
Okay,
continue.
So she told me yesterday because they have been finding it difficult. She has been finding it difficult to like open up to the guy she's dating. So, and then that's been bringing up issues between them. So she now told me yesterday that she has not told anybody this secret, and it's a secret. So I feel, and
here we are here to expose.
Yes, now, but I feel
this
counsel is smart and wise enough to, so that we can prevent such from happening or people that will listen. So she told me that I don't know what came over.
I'm anticipating to hear this.
I don't know what came over, and I don't know how stupid or reckless because the decision to me is very, very, very reckless. So she told me, and then we are a bunch of matured men here, and we can share it. So she said she lost her virginity to the guy. She's someone maybe 20, 23, 24 age. So she lost her virginity to the guy, and they had a bond. Yes, yeah. So before that, the inception of the virginity or loss of that. So she said when
Sorry,
the guy,
I didn't get you. You said that they had a bond before the inception.
Before the guy took the virginity or something. So
that if she leave me, you will die. If you leave me, I will die.
I don't even know.
Okay.
I don't know, but it's blood related. So and when the guy now took her virginity, the guy started acting funny. I think the girl, I don't know how true because I've not met the guy in person.
He took it.
And I don't want
you said is your good friend.
Yes, now the lady is a friend of mine. I don't know the guy in question.
Okay, you don't know the guy that took her virginity.
I don't know.
What is a good friend you want, you know?
Yes,
but okay, the guy she's dating, is that the one that took her virginity?
Not the present. The present one she's dating is my friend.
Okay.
So
talking about the former one.
Yeah.
She's talking about. So let me clarify because we're getting confused in your use of. Okay. So your friend, your female friend,
yes,
who is dating your best male friend,
yes,
all right, came to you to tell you that the first guy she had sex with, she had an oath with that guy.
Exactly.
Okay. So
that was our ex now.
No, she's still in the relationship, and it's
She's still in relation with the
And
first guy that she had the first guy that took her virginity. She's
Yes,
still
yes.
dating that guy.
She's dating your friend.
yes. Now there's something. One thing led to another.
Okay.
One thing led to, and I'm about to uncover the mystery behind those things that led to another
Suspense.
thing.
Just go straight to the point.
You will not understand if I don't break it down very well, so that you know when to come in and how to.
Okay.
Have to go out.
So,
Okay.
So and thereafter, after because they have been having issue, and the reason why she has not been able to open up with my friend, my guy, has been because of this thing, because she doesn't want to commit too much into the relationship because something is holding her back.
I want to clarify because you're using words that we don't understand. What do you mean she cannot open up?
That was what she told me,
tell
that she
the
doesn't
person
want
what she just said.
to as in express her love completely
To this
because she
new
feels
guy.
she's still attached to the guy because
the
of
old
the,
one.
the oaths between them. So,
Okay, so the open up is not open up, is
Open up like that.
no, they open up. They must have opened up
to themselves.
but
Okay.
Open up.
And so if she has opened up to her present boyfriend like this, what more open up does she want to open up
No,
to?
no,
She has not
she
opened this
hasn't
open, no.
told all this. She hasn't said all this to her present boyfriend.
To her
But
friend. So she wants
telling
to.
She's telling you.
the friend of the boyfriend.
He's telling you.
Yes.
So because whenever the guy calls that, okay, let's come around now, it's always a problem, and she calls at her will. She doesn't call when the guy wants to, or she's not available.
You are
for the guy.
confusing us. I don't know which guy is she calling. Is it her boyfriend or the
my
ex?
friend. Okay, let me make it like my friend.
Don't be saying the old and the current.
Okay,
Old
the
and
older.
current.
Okay, when the current boyfriend wants to see her, or when she, there's always difficulty,
Why are
and
they saying each other?
I don't understand you. I don't. Why do you care? I shall see you. So so she now said she needs to clarify things with the guy. So she doesn't.
Who is the guy?
The current guy. So on telling me last night, I be like, mama, because the guy the old now used to beat her since the old came in. So she told me that the old guy used to like lay hands on her. So it's becoming
You used to
toxic.
play for a while to do it. You are doing the
I
lay-
mean, physically abuse her.
Okay, no. I say you are
And
doing that.
it came in after they had the oath, and the guy now feels
She can't leave.
she can't leave, and is now misgiving. So now, I mean, I did not know about this, but I advised her that was how my current guy had influence, because the guy is somewhat, I don't know, maybe faithful, and then but now you can't be beating a girl and you still expect the girl not to change. And I don't understand.
Okay, so what did she want from me in telling you this story?
Exactly.
So she's a bit confused.
That
She doesn't want to. It seems she wants to draw back from the relationship because she thinks
Person's
the
relationship.
current one. She wants
Current
to
one.
exit
and go back to
The old
the
one.
old.
because yes,
And
but
who has the beating and the laying hands?
exactly. So that is the problem she's having. She's having that, okay, I can't be in this relationship and I'm treated this way.
But what part of her is the guy beating? Because you have to clarify.
True that.
I told her body, her
Physical
body.
abuse.
I think physical abuse.
Physical abuse. So
There are
yeah.
plenty type of physical
Huh.
abuse.
No, like beating you.
I
Like,
don't
okay,
understand. I
so
should not
finish
say
one.
this. I should not say this
Let's-
to you because you are very dangerous. I should not say this to you because it's not that which one is he beating.
It's not me.
That's
guys,
a
doctor
dangerous.
that
No, you were supporting. Doctor is married now,
So
you can expect-
why did she tell you?
She's confused, and look, my piece of advice is I just want you to because I don't know the best thing to tell her.
Okay.
So that's why I'm bringing the topic here so that we all.
And so what is the issue under contention
So
now?
she's like, she's confused. She doesn't want because she doesn't want to hurt this current guy.
She doesn't want to go back to the beating.
Yeah, so she's in the middle.
Okay, so let's analyze the situation. All right, we're not going to we don't know this person.
Yeah.
Okay, but one of the things about human beings is human beings are not new. The circumstances that human beings face are not new.
Yeah.
So let's clarify. Your old guy, there's new guy, and there's the girl, and then so effectively this girl is in the middle of three guys.
Two.
Well, you yourself inclusive.
Yes, now you're like assistant now. The
No,
assistant
me,
person.
I'm just
The one you run to.
Yes.
Are you telling me
should have
that?
to lead
Are you telling me that if you had an opportunity, you wouldn't?
no.
You wouldn't tap it. Are you saying?
Since she's seen my friend now,
But if she was not seeing your friend.
no, man, she's cute now.
All right, so effectively,
Yes, now I'm just being practical and sincere. Yeah.
so Baba, you are in the middle. Just you can't. Any advice you give her would be
You biased.
of course,
Benevolence of the
that's
culture.
it's
That's how you see it. Fair shade, sir.
now.
No, that's not it.
But that's how she.
Baba, you can tell that to ladies now.
Yes,
Don't
sir.
tell her to us now.
Yes, now.
Forget
It's the
to.
truth. It's actually it's the truth. I can't. It's off band for me.
Now that's the same
There's
thing.
nothing off band for you, Oga.
This man needs to realize that you're talking to a retired statesman. All this what I'm saying, forget. We don't talk past what
If I
we want.
understand it clearly, is that you can actually, if there's a way for you, you can actually, when you are still a statesman, you can actually pinpoint or beat her to.
Well, let me tell you this, from my own opinion. Back then, that was then, no.
Then, former life.
That was
As a
former
statesman,
life.
All
Okay.
the old things became new.
No, that was former life.
Didn't
All
say
right.
it's now new.
It's not new.
Just
say
here,
it's
not
just
new.
here, just here, so that I won't appear as a hypocrite. Okay, all my victims were willing. But I will tell you one thing about I'll tell you one thing about human nature, and this is it: you do not deceive yourself and delude yourself that you are stronger than you actually are.
That's correct.
There is no barrier. This even people who have people who have brothers, among brothers, all right, you are warned to keep your distance from your sister-in-laws.
Yeah.
You are warned. Even father and daughter-in-laws, you are warned. So not to speak of just friends. Do you know about just friends? That you know about ladies. Do you know that a lot of times, you know number of ladies that have said this person is just my friend, and then the next thing they're giving you wedding ivy. You're attending their wedding.
Or just like a sister to me.
All right, so let's just. But back to the story. So back to your story right now.
So the question is, how can she? Because she's willing to leave the relationship.
How old is she?
I can't, but she's ranging from that 20 to 24.
Now let's clarify the I just want to clarify like the oath. Was she the one that initiated the oath?
What church does she attend?
Yes. She's a Muslim turned Christian now.
Okay. Was she I'm just interested with that. Was she the one that initiated the oath?
It will the consent of both were.
No. The guy, all things being equal, the guy, I'm not sure, but most likely the guy will not be the one that initiated the oath.
No, because with the view that I have seen, the way the guy talks, I feel the guy wants to be dominant and then is paranoid and he has this trust issue, and that was what must have led to.
So when did they break up?
The guy, I think he assaulted, as in physically abused her. So that was how I
Were you there when she was physically abused?
No, that was what I said it for that. That was what she told me.
Told
so
you.
I've not heard from, but I feel she doesn't. Well, ladies,
It's
they
not
can.
complete. You're not tying together.
They are melodramatic, and then they
Okay,
can.
so
just,
what is a cause of confusion now?
the cause of confusion is she doesn't want to hurt the current boyfriend because she feels she's attached to the guy because of the oaths now. But she wants to leave. She doesn't know how to leave because
Leave who? The current boyfriend.
no, the old one, because the guy
Is she still dating the old boyfriend?
technically, but they are not seeing again. Like
I
she
know
said,
that. Like
You're
was dating
basically
that
right
one,
now.
then she's double dating.
yes, she's
So
double dating.
effectively now, your friend, your female friend,
Is the side guy.
is dating
Two guys.
two guys.
Yes, but based on what she said, I'm quoting her earlier that it's been months that she last saw
Old boyfriend.
yeah.
But if the old boyfriend was one that took the virginity,
Yes,
and so if he should summon her
if
now,
he plays his card very well,
he doesn't even need to play. If he calls her, we should show up.
Go.
She will go now.
Not quick, she will go. No,
I'm not sure. because she
You're not
she's
sure,
always
like
very
how?
scared because when the guy is talking to her, she's always very
And then-
scared, frightened.
The
So
guy can summon her now. The guy can summon her.
I
The guy
don't.
still has influence over her. It's obvious.
Yes, now because of the mentality that this virgin of a thing, if you can play your card, because me now,
So
if
the oath
I
is the
can,
problem, Abi.
yes,
So you now, if you can play your card,
I can.
Then you
Yes,
play this card now. For the guests come and meet you and leave it and come and talk basically to you.
No,
Your cards are playing
Yeah,
without you playing.
that's
You understand?
I mean when if I'm fortunate to the
Fortunate
girl's
to.
virginity,
Okay.
like maybe
If you are
I'm not saying that. No, I'm just being
at this point, I'm just wondering what I'm doing here.
I'm just being blunt and straight here. You can crucify me for being that, but that's my nature. If I can play my cards very well and still get her
No.
around my arms.
Of course, that is, I'm saying that already the cards are in autoplay. You understand? For the girls to leave everybody in the world, she's telling you things she has not told anybody. So she left
I
everybody in the
don't,
whole world.
where you are driving in, that's not the way you are trying
Yes,
to
yes, your
personalize
cards are
it.
also
It's an autoplay now.
It's not.
I am not the one that took her virginity.
Baba
You
is
say you were the one.
Baba is you know what?
Oh my God.
Listen, you are the advisory council,
Yeah.
and you are trying to. This is what we are looking at something. It's a dog. Everybody can see this dog. And tell us this is a monkey. You don't like the fact that you are.
Okay.
Well, listen.
No.
Let me tell you,
Get it.
deep within you, you are saying these words out. But from experience, we know that it takes. It's just 5 minutes. Things can switch.
You cannot switch.
Outcomes.
Because I have
Book by Peter Drucker. Outcomes are
Please.
determined.
Please,
It's
please
only
put
your
your. If you feel that this particular situation can switch, please put in the comments below. You will read the comments when this video goes up.
Alright, because
Right.
this is the reason, because I had issues like that while growing up, maybe in my early 15, 16. I had a case whereby girlfriends and boyfriends, they were like snatching, and it was not a very good thing.
So
I
who
have-
needs advice now? Is it you?
No,
or
I
the
don't
girl?
need the girl. No, the girl needs advice.
Oh, you two even need that.
Because I don't need advice, because I told her, see, one thing I value more in a relationship is sincerity. Immediately I find out that you are not sincere, I can't come close to you because you are dangerous. Yes.
Baba is using all those lyrics.
Yes, now.
You know, let's go by.
So she needs. So I told her that because she was at this place, because
Which
the girl
person
started-
is in the current
the
place?
current guy's place. That was how I got.
That's where she was telling you this story.
Yeah, she told me she wanted to see me personally, and I'd be like, okay, it's best we
Seeing the guy's place.
Yes, so we spoke.
Has
there.
she come to see you personally before?
No.
She really
Alright.
intended to see you personally.
All right,
Like,
let's
man, to share
let
this
him
talk.
go. Let him go because it's
So
obvious that we've been stringing him along. Okay, so let me so you want counsel for your friend?
yes, because
Let me
I
give you
told-
counsel
I
for
told-
yourself. All right, I'll give you counsel for yourself.
First.
Okay. It's what you know what? Let everybody go first. I'll speak last so that I don't
I
muddy
know
the
you
pool.
now. You are going to you attack. You are trying to attack that.
Let's
my
say-
personality that I might not be able to keep up with the girl, and I might
Okay.
just.
I am
Let's start
saying
with
that-
let's start with
Mr. Odi.
So let me just
Because he seems to have his nose in his mind.
so that you
He's
can
right.
let me just drop this last one. I told her finally before I left. I told her that you need to be sincere with the guy. Just tell him whatever is still attaching you to the guy, because I, for one, I will not allow you be in that relationship and continue with me. We have to just settle the score. Is that
how
you
old
go?
how old is the guy she's dating?
Like my peer, our peer group? How you?
The guy she's dating, does that guy have any plans to get married to her anytime soon?
The guy she's dating.
Yes.
Like, if the guy is physically abusing and the guy,
Is it the
No,
current-
your current, your friend.
Yeah, which is the current boyfriend? Which is it?
You just met her now.
I suppose.
No, he's your friend now. You tell you stuff.
I suppose.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Okay, let's
because-
break it
because-
down right now. Your present friend now, is he working?
Yes, he's working.
Where does he work?
He works in the bank.
Okay, so he has the financial wherewithal
Yes,
to get married.
Yes.
How long has he and this girl been dating?
a couple of months.
Like 6.
Not.
3.
But
4.
the reason why, because the guy.
Let me just tell you, your friend is not going to marry her, and if he's going to marry her, two of you are not going to be friends again.
I and the guy.
Yes.
Well, I don't agree with that.
Okay.
Because the video is already up now. What do you agree? When he sees this video, you think you guys still remain friends?
I just tried to help out. I just tried to help. And I didn't.
No, because in this particular video, yeah, it does not need to mention it. He sees in the video and he says that, well, the girl is very, very beautiful, and if you probably would eat it. I mean, do you think the guy is going to stay friends with you? It's obvious now.
Yes.
Okay. Well, someone needs to just give me the phone number of the police for that day that the crime happens. All right, so let's. So, what's your counsel to the situation?
She said initially that she had like a blood oath.
Yes.
Are those things really effective? I don't know.
What?
Are they really effective?
How she believes it's effective, so that's how it's effective.
And it works with belief, I think.
Yeah,
So what will it do? What would the blood oath if you date on that person? What will happen?
At
To
times,
make that bloody.
no, at times you hear that those people probably they die, something
Or
happened
they
to
run
them.
mad.
It depends on what they said during the oath.
Yes, you do understand. So
Depends on what they said during the oath.
Childbearing or so.
and
Childbearing.
there's a grievous consequence.
Yes, based on the
Like,
consequences
yes,
set.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So,
But there are two things involved. Perhaps let's imagine they put the consequence that they will die.
Yeah.
The thing is, the girl on the other hand can also die because that guy is abusing her. Take a look at cases of abuse that's going on. So she should just choose how.
how she will die?
No, I think she should meet that guy. She should meet that former guy and tell him straight up that she wants to end it and she wants to end that particular oath.
Okay.
Side of it. I think.
If that guy accepts, do you think that
I don't
guy
think. I think if she
That girl said
she goes
she
with
don't
other
have-
people,
Exactly, that's what I'm
respected
thinking.
people.
Yeah, the
Yes.
guy will be compared to.
The guy will be compared to.
Okay, then she can break the oath.
Then she can
Okay.
break the oath
Okay,
and all
that-
that. I think that's
That's
the
good.
best.
Because once she breaks the oath, she can. Yeah, she
Yes,
will
you
have her
can.
freedom.
Yeah, that's the best
Well, what do you think?
I can say for her. Also, what do you think
I don't-
as a psychologist?
I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, she's a psychologist.
Yes, it's your job.
2000 clinic, you are doing oaths.
Yes, now people do
Yeah,
oaths
yeah,
now.
yeah,
People do
that's
oaths
like
every day now. Go to court, they do oaths now.
No, I'm talking about
Blood.
Yes, now it's the same
Supposed to
thing.
do it.
there's
That's-
Even in your church, in wedding ceremonies, it's not an oath.
That
No,
one
I'm
is
It's
not.
what?
and I
Why
don't
would you
think-
take a blood oath, go to church and say, I'm
No,
never.
Because of blood.
No,
I
it's
don't.
you.
I disagree.
People take Holy Communion, it's not an oath.
No, Joe, I'm not talking about that one.
Baba, you have
Both
started
of you to
again.
even assume that you'll be faithful. Have you seen the type of
I
men
think this
that
man,
God
he did.
I
created?
don't agree with you.
That's
I
an
don't
oath
agree
now.
with you. Now,
Can we
people
speak one by one so
Let's
that
do that oath part. So what was the counsel to the girl?
I think mother girls they will slack. But anyways, it's a love thing. I really think she should go. Like you said, go. I feel like somebody that is already beaten her. Who do you want to carry that the guy will regard?
No,
You can regard people.
you can regard people now.
Yes.
You see,
But
There are
then
people
if
you
she
will
wanted
see that
to
it will
die,
mellow.
has she not moved out of the relationship since? Why has she not died?
no, I think the oath is still.
eminent.
I really think,
I think that's why
it's
she
it's
can't
just
move
that-
on
I think
totally.
Yes.
Okay, I just think it's
You
a
are getting
belief,
the point.
honestly.
Eh?
It's a belief. The way she's deep into the oath thing, and then you know how girls that when you take their virginity, they say that you have a type of special bond with that person.
Exactly. It seems you are getting. You are a lady. You can relate.
That's what they say. That's what we say.
What about
What
people that
about
take the
you now?
virginity
You
of
know,
guys?
Guys,
Don't
exactly
they have
like
special
us.
bond with
No,
those people?
no, that's the problem.
I don't
That's
know,
not-
but I would agree
Or
with
we
you.
should ask you or that. Like,
You know, you have plenty friends that are fruits. You understand?
Shit.
Uh-huh.
So,
What would you say?
okay, I just have sort of comfort. I'm sure, like I said initially, there's every tendency that she's one that initiated their oath. Like, I want to give you this. Because it's someone that sees something that's precious that wants to tie something around it. The guy, what thing because the guy wouldn't see taking it as something precious to him.
you must have taken a lot.
I'm just the lady just said it's the lady that feels that I'm giving this thing out. It's precious. If I give it out, what will give me in return? So probably she's the one that initiated the bond. So that aside, now this bond has been initiated. She is now beating you, but you people have not broken up. But you people saw last maybe 4 months or so. You've not broken up and you went to attach yourself to another guy. Yes, now it means that that's already she's already polygamous in nature. She's already double dating. It means that even if you broke up with that present one, this present one with that past old one, this current one is not safe because another guy can come in the way too and you be double dating.
That's the nature of ladies generally. That's the nature. That's the
No,
nature.
that's yeah. Okay.
Yes, that's the nature generally.
Whose nature?
In double dating,
Nature.
generally.
Yes, now.
They multiple dates, not even double dates.
Yes, that's their nature.
We're
So
gonna do
you
this
don't
this
you don't actually crucify
It's
one
a
for
Monday
having just
morning,
two.
no?
Yes.
Yes, it's your nature.
Whose nature?
Ladies' nature. You
Okay.
can't. They can't be faithful.
Let's just do this.
You see, she's agreeing.
No, that's not me
Finally, she
agreeing because you're a man. Yeah, I was called man, but no.
Okay, no, probably she sees something that the guy has that the old one doesn't have. I
Yes,
feel
it
that-
doesn't beat.
and he's a banker, and he's a banker.
Banker.
Has much money.
Yeah.
So you feel that let me
Banker
encounter.
has money. Wait, is it a customer service banker?
No,
You
he's
can
not a
continue
banker.
with that, Jerry.
Right, so she left that one physical but not emotionally because she's the one she wants to leave that one because she's appeasing. Baba, you initiated that oath in the first place.
Okay, I'm
It's
very
hard.
confused right now.
It's hard to break that oath that you initiated, and she can't tell this present one because if you tell the present one, then the guy will feel that number one, you kept this away from me. Number two, you are double dating. So
The guy knows she told the guy before
this current one.
yes, before they
That-
started.
that she had a
was-
boyfriend.
Yes, but the problem she has is that the guy is physically abusing her, and that's the leverage or that's the opportunity the guy had. Not that
So,
she-
okay, since someone is beating you, then
Yes,
tell
so
her,
and then she was like,
look my
she,
way.
she needed a shoulder to lean on like
At
that.
this,
Don't
at
worry.
this point, let me just come in because obviously, let me just come in at this point. Let me just come in at this point. Baba,
Are you confused?
Baba,
Yeah.
you are being gamed.
Unfair
You,
title.
I'm serious. Okay? Listen, you need to understand the nature. Put yourself in a woman's situation. Just put yourself in a woman's situation.
Okay.
Between the age of 21 to 25, 26, 27 is the prime of your looks. Most women's looks from the age of 27 starts to go downhill. A 21-year-old girl will beat a 27-year-old, a 35-year-old girl in looks. So if you ask men all around the world what kind of woman they want to date, most men will tell you they want to date a girl between the age of 21 to 23, of all ages. 70-year-old men know, 25-year-old men know. All of them, they want to date a girl between 21 to 23. That's the prime of looks. Okay? Your friend has guys who are asking her out all the time. And it's I feel sorry for people who find themselves in that situation because it's a burden. Her looks, she has her looks and she can use her looks to snap up a worthy suitor within the short time because those looks will fade. But she wants a suitor that would be responsible, that would every single thing, and also that will not make her bored. Because a lot of problem you have, some people are very, very responsible. They don't just have that drama and that shakara and all that. She wants a mix of that. Okay? So if she's dating a particular guy, all right, and a new guy comes to ask her out, and in her mind, she probably feels that this new guy, from a financial standpoint, this guy probably is better than the old guy she's dating. But she also does not know the new guy's intentions. So what a lot of ladies do is, let me transition gradually from the old to the new. A lot of ladies do it. Because if she says, she breaks up with the old guy and says yes to the new guy, and then the new guy is just out there to just eat it and run, then she can't go back to the old guy.
So she takes her time.
So she would tell the new guy that my old guy is being abusive. That's being abusive, Baba. Nobody today women they talk am. They don't talk am since. I have heard my own fair share of being
Abusive.
and the old guy is being abusive.
He cheats on me.
Let me tell you the worst part, and I'm sure you would have experienced this. All right, I'm sure you will have experienced it. Okay, a girl comes to see you and then all throughout the weekend her phone is off. When she's with you, and there may be some time when she now switches off the phone, somebody now starts calling her, and she starts insulting the person, telling the person, am I married to you? I'm not. Have you experienced it before?
Of course, it will.
You have never experienced it before. A lady comes to see you, and then on the phone, you now hear her talking to somebody else, her boyfriend. I'm not saying you are doing anything bad. Okay, she's talking to somebody who is trying to toast her. So that
Yes,
doesn't-
I've experienced.
you have experienced. Have you experienced before?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
A bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, she's busy. Like, I'll call you back. I'm busy. I'll call
And
you
then you probably maybe the guy now the guy now says something like, let me talk to the guy you're with. You have not experienced that before. You're not. Okay, so if you have experienced that and you imagine you're now dating, you now have a girlfriend, you now call her on the weekend, her phone is off. Imagine you have a girlfriend, not your present, not the person you're with right now, but imagine that when you call somebody and Friday night the person's phone is off, Saturday morning is off, Saturday evening is off, phone now becomes active
Sunday morning.
Sunday evening. What will come to your mind?
Lolo.
Okay. So the point I'm trying to say is this: sometimes, because it's not just enough to listen to what people say, you also have to watch people's actions. All right. If somebody is dating someone, forget about because if I have to sell you a story, I'm going to sell you a story. So what story am I going to tell you? This is the way. Think about the story that you just narrated. There's somebody who I dated. He took my virginity. That's the first thing he told us. The second thing is I had an oath with him, because you'll have to ask, why can't you leave this guy? I have an oath with him. That's why I'm afraid. Why did you leave the guy? The guy is abusive. Okay, so what is the new guy? What did the new guy do? I have not told the new guy. I don't want to hurt him. Effectively, he probably wants to leave your friend. That's my own. I may be wrong. All right, because she wants to leave your friend and she's using you to break up with him. So that you will go and sell this story to your friend, and then your friend will be like, hey, we can work. Their friend will be like, we can work it out. We can work it out. I won't abuse you. I won't. And the man, she's like, the guy is not abusing. You should get the picture now. Because if she tells your friend that I'm not doing it again, she'll be like, why? What did I do wrong? And if you look like a bad person, but I'm not doing it again because I have an oath with my previous person. I'm not. And if you tell me that my story is wrong, I'll say, well, no problem. But from human nature, all right, because women are not. If a woman wants to destroy your life, think about the difficulties that women have in marriage. When women get married, just think about this. More likely than not, you'll be physically stronger than your wife. Most women are physically stronger than. So it means that if you are in a marriage with a woman, from a physical standpoint, she cannot beat you. Most men will beat their wives from a physical standpoint. So imagine you are married to somebody that is annoying you and you cannot beat the person. Imagine you are married to someone who is annoying and you know that you cannot beat the person, but even if you wanted to, you cannot physically beat the person. That's the situation women are. Okay, and so that's the reason why most of the time, over the course of their life, they are forced to learn how to handle people without using physical force. And that's why a lot of times you find out that most people of the female gender are better. They are better at manipulating men than men are at manipulating women. I'm not saying on average now. There are some men that are extremely crafty. But on average, a woman has to be cunning because she cannot rely on physical force.
Who did my love? You are my love. What did my love?
Do you get?
Everybody. Everybody.
I'm telling you. Do you understand? And that's coming from somebody who...
A veteran in the game.
Veteran. So when people are telling you stories, I'm like, listen to the story. Why? Okay, so why are you telling me this story? What do you want to get from me? Do I tell my friend that she wants to break up with you? Or what exactly does she...
What's it love?
Do you get? So you understand what I am saying?
Very well, sir.
So if I was the one, so that issue that you are packing people together to go and meet the old guy and to discuss the blood oath. If you want to test it, you can suggest to her that let's go along with a pastor and whatever to go and meet this old guy so that they can dissolve this oath. You hear stories. Because at that point, that's when you're like, but what if a jar me? There may not be any blood oath. So that's
so that's the second.
So that's the first part. Okay. Now, if there is a blood oath, then there should be no problem with taking somebody who is a respectable person to go along. Because I don't really believe in those oaths.
I don't want to oath this guy. From experience that
so
from that's I don't want to oath you.
I don't want to oath you.
What if
Let him
there is an oath?
Then secondly, you need to understand something about, and that's why I didn't start out with the oath. I started out with explaining the situation that women find themselves. If a woman is dating someone, that you should pay. The guy is the one who took her virginity. Baba, forget that one. Unless you are the one that took it, you can't know who took it. Just that one, just unless you took it, you cannot know.
Unless you, I don't understand that part again.
She's the only one that can.
She's the only one that can tell.
Tell now.
Yes, now.
It's almost the same way too. When it comes to children, okay, children can never be motherless unless the mothers die. Because the mother, when the child comes out, you know that this baby came out of this woman. The maternity of a child is never in contention. It's the paternity. Paternity is never disputed. It comes out from someone. Who did it come out from? That is the mother. All right. So in the same vein, also, so you can never know who took the virginity. So that is not the.
Some have lost their own 3 times.
You get to, and it's which is easier. This is the question I have for you. Which is easier? Which is easier? To tell you that she doesn't want to hurt your friend, or to walk up to your friend and tell him to his face that I'm not doing again. And why am I not doing again? I'm not doing again because I'm going back to my ex. Which one is easier?
Tell me.
Exactly. So, and so if you find yourself in those kind of situations, then probably sometimes the easiest what's staring you out in the face a lot of times may be what's going on. So if you want to test it, there's a very, very easy way to test it with this person, all right? And the first way to test it is, because before you go about saying you want to discuss and break it to your friend and all that, the first way you have to test is, what this person has told you so far, is it true? Okay, so take a pastor, tell the pastor, you guys go and talk to this person. Let's dissolve the blood oath and see. If you start hearing stories, baby, all manner of ridiculous stories, I can't do that, I don't want to do that, you will not listen to anybody and all that, then you know that the rest of the story that you read is bullshit. If she now goes ahead to go and dissolve the blood oath to the pastor, then what's the problem? So you have a way to test your assumption, and the assumption is find somebody who can. But if she does not want to go ahead, if she tells you that she is not ready to do that, all right, I would strongly suggest, and when I use that word carefully, each time I say it, strongly suggest that you remove yourself from the vicinity of the bomb blast.
You conscious pilot. You know, because you conscious pilot. You wash your hands.
Because you yourself go collect. If your friend had no intention of marrying her, then probably.
Because she has probably came and tested the fan, figured that
this guy is not as good as my ex.
Yeah, exactly. Let me go back to where I'm coming from. And it's using.
You may not like me. You may not like the way I'm.
And this is that you are feeling fly that is telling you a secret.
What is the secret giving me money?
No. Actually, there's a feeling that tell me something you've not told anybody in the world. Meanwhile, probably you are the 6th person is telling.
But it doesn't move me. It doesn't move
No,
me.
it's moving now.
I grew up around. I grew up around. I won't say I grew up. I grew up with strong women in my life. My mother, our brother's mother, and who else? And the cousin that one. And when they sat down to talk, it made me realize that you see, and I say this respectfully to you women. No? I say respectfully to you women, and before you say that, you find out that human nature, this thing did not just start with your generation. It's been like that since time. Some people's moms and grandmoms were Aaron's girls. The only reason why they're not doing runs is because they're too old now.
It's still in them.
Eh?
It's still
Some
in
of them are. So a lot of time when you are sitting down and they would. She's being polite to you. I think she's actually being polite. Because if it was most other people, they would just ghost the guy. Because that's what she did to her ex.
He just ghosted the
She
guy.
ghosted the guy.
I said the guy that ghosted.
Abi?
Yes.
She ghosted. So the ex is calling. And then he's saying that, why would, if you are dating someone and the person don't send him, then just disappeared, will you not get angry? What's happening now? You guys, I thought what to get, no, just.
And it's coming back.
She has tried banker. Banker, you little boy. I'll go back to the ex.
I thought all the money was supposed to belongs to him. I just feel good that it's customer's money. I said
It's depressing.
it's depressing. I just don't get so we grow old, mind you. They become gamma. And some people will end them, this is the best mom in the world. So you have to factor that in.
Let me tell you the dilemma that men find. And most of the time, we delude ourselves. Most women do not most, but a sizable amount of women usually do not like the men they are married to. And I'm saying this from having spoken to this woman.
And most men don't like the women we are married to.
Eh?
And most men
At the
don't
time, they
women-
like the women.
At a time, they do.
Yeah.
Listen, but a sizable amount, when I mean like in the sense that maybe, it's natural that if you've been together for a while, after a while, the romantic affection would fade. The affection that develops is like bonds of family. This person is a mother to my children. This person is, you don't want, particularly if you care about family, right? You don't want a life. You don't want to live a life in which this person will no longer be there. Do you understand? You may not like the person, but you like the fact that the person is in your life.
Okay, yeah.
There's a way in which you are inside the house now, and then maybe when you look outside, you see your children, they are playing in the compound. You don't like when they come inside the house, they may start giving you money or trouble and all that. You don't like that, but you like that you can see, okay, they are still there.
Yeah, true.
People's marriages get to that point. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that as at the time in which they are getting married, they don't like the person they're getting married to.
Shit.
But there are lots of women, the only reason why they need that decision is because they are running out of time and options. There are lots of women like that too. Because they have a resource which most men don't understand the way it works. And if you educate yourself to the minds of the way the women think, you would realize that they are not being callous. They are being reasonable. Imagine a situation in which right now you needed to get married to someone, but between the age of 21 to 27, or between the age of 21 to 30, let's assume at the age of 21, you receive $1 billion, and by age 30, it will have dropped to 50,000. Every day you are spending, the money is dropping. And you have to get married to somebody whose money will start increasing from the age of 30, right? And you want to have children. So at that point, if you are 25, and let's assume you have $1 billion, and by the time you're 25, you have like 250 million, or so, and the money is running out, you will realize that if I do not get married to someone whose wealth is increasing now, I'm going to enter old age impoverished, or I'll enter old age and I'll have to work hard, strenuous work, the kind of strenuous work that men have to do. That's the reality that faces most women. And most of the time, we pretend as if it's not a big issue. So your friends, your female friend that is asking you for counsel is not, when you are saying they are not faithful, that's not what she's thinking. What she's thinking about is that I have been warned. If she sits down, she's talking to her aunties, her mom. If her father is not there, this one will call her, come, don't allow anybody to deceive you. Right? If you do not settle and have a man with her, once you run out of time, you run out of time. The kind of men that are coming around you, hanging out, saying, we love you, we did this, they will diminish. You will now start seeing 50, 60-year-old pot-bellied men who you cannot stand the way their breath smells and all that. And then if you refuse that, you're going to settle, you go into old age. It means you're going to enter old age walking the way all these men are walking. Okay. If God grants you long life and you live to the age of 95, that means that you're going to be alone. I'm going to die. Your sisters will die. You will live alone. So you need to get married, if not for the husband, for your children, so that in old age, you have children that can take care of you and can play with. That's the mindset that is driving a lot of these women, and they're not wrong, because if she was your sister, you also will give her counsel too. So on the basis of that, if you are weighing that, you understand the. So you are talking about love, and in her mind, she's like wondering that. I just have to tell you, because if she talks the way I have spoken, you will look at her and say, this person is a gold digger, or this person is Careless. Madam, the way you folded your arms over.
She can give it now.
That's not. That's the same.
She's like, why are you busting
I'm not.
our
I
secret?
don't feel like that.
It's also the same way in which women.
Philadelphia, they go out every weekend.
I know.
If you have,
when I went out.
and what's the differences between the sexes? They differ. For example, I can be driving, and I will see a young man with a pretty girl. All right, and if I'm extremely wealthy, if I look at the young man and pretty girl, I know that I can.
Yeah.
Why?
You have something the young man.
I have something that the young man does not have.
The girl is looking for.
The same vein also, okay? An old man can be walking with his old wife, and a young 21-year-old girl, pretty, can walk. Look at the old man, the old rich man. Look at the old woman, and it go through her mind. And the old woman knows. Do you get me? The old woman knows. Why does she know? She knows because at her age, she has seen, and she knows what young women who have that looks are capable of. The older man also knows, because at his age, he knows what young ladies, we are attracted to. The one person who is at a disadvantage in this entire equation is the young man. That's the one person that's a disadvantage.
And the old woman.
The old woman is not a disadvantage. She has knowledge. She's probably already married. She has children.
Yeah, she has to lead. Yeah,
the only person in a relationship who is at a disadvantage early in the relationship is young man. Not a disadvantage. Disadvantage because he usually does not have enough knowledge about the way the world works. You get me? So do not delude. So that if people are sitting down, once it doesn't matter who you are counseling, just take people out, take the person out, change the person's name, put a new set of people in. The reality of their situation, they will act on the basis of that. You get. So I've gone on and on. If I've said anything wrong, please punch holes in my theory. My theories may be wrong.
You guided it now. Like, if there is the old stance.
Possibly is different. You can see his countenance has changed.
No, I'm not different. I'm not different.
But if it was the friend right now.
You're experiencing a paradigm shift.
Yeah, that's
I'm just trying to, and any smart or wise person would also try to reason. So I'm just trying to reason that could this betray my relationship to?
But it is true in every relationship.
So that's just,
it's not.
What are the measures that I can take? That is what is.
Also.
See why I say be like me.
Exactly.
Let me throw an analogy. In one of the podcasts he said something that he worked in a particular place, and your husband, they found out that all the men they lost their jobs, and all of them had to leave home.
Yeah, many of them had to leave
home because they couldn't. That was his analogy in that podcast. Okay. The other analogy is, imagine if you and your group of friends, maybe you are like 5 friends, you are dating a team of female friends, and all of them were involved in accidents, and the accidents, they got burnt. They came out, they were alive, they are 21, 22, but they all got burnt.
It's unbelievable.
Physically. Would you stay?
You leave home.
That is the analogy. If you will not stay and say that the love I have for you transcends your physical looks.
Okay.
In fact, let me tell you what will happen when you just come and you come to the hospital and you see that look. In your mind you'll be like, I feel sorry for this girl, bro.
I can't take her out.
Thank God I'm not yet married to her. That's the thought that will go into your mind.
Shit.
That's
There
the
are
thought.
persons that will still go.
That person is but
That
few.
person is extremely rare.
Yeah.
And the lady must have one inner beauty that illuminates.
That gives that.
And even as he's staying with her, the guy will still be cutting some jobs outside to compensate.
Some going to play some away matches.
So if you as a man will do that, then why should your woman stay with your brokers? I don't mean yours, I mean generally. Why should the woman stay with a broke man? That's the analogy. Once you understand that you won't waste your time. You won't waste your time talking, and there's some indicators. So if a woman sits down, and that's what the first thing she wants to do in the first few minutes of the conversation, what do you do for a living? Because in her own case, you can see that she's beautiful. So you've turned your attention. You want to talk to her.
Now you are coming.
So now that you're coming, she realizes that, okay, I have something that this guy obviously wants to.
Let me check
Let me now assess this guy to whether he's also beautiful.
This photo.
So that's basically it. If you're walking on the road and you probably see a 57-year-old woman, wrinkled and all that, you're not going to say, sister, you won't do that now. You won't say, please let me. If you are driving past and you see whatever, you see one young lady and one 57-year-old, or you see a young lady
And her mom.
in your mind you'll be like, yeah, I wish the mom was not here.
That was jeez, I had that experience on Saturday when I was coming. This girl cute, but she happens to be with her dad. I mean, I was actually doing something on I was trying to find out something on the tab. So she was looking
But
at
you
me.
were willing to leave your girlfriend for the girl. It means that
That's not the question.
Casa.
no.
You don't just.
Who I'm going to. It's
Oh boy.
I wasn't willing.
Yes, but you regretted the man being there.
No, she can just be a future measure.
You wanted to hold her somewhere.
If your girl sees a guy that drives by,
It's normal now. It's normal. So I'm open
And then
for
when
challenge.
you talk
Don't get it, just-
when you're talking to that girl and she's asking you in a relationship, what will you tell her?
no.
It's complicated.
And you say it's complicated, and you say that.
Because she tell me.
You now say that the lady, you will now tell that the lady I'm dating
It's cheating on me.
is cheating on me. She nags a lot. So if you now do that, why don't you already have the answer to the question, your first question now?
You will now go and tell your
No, this girl.
Or lady's friend.
Jeez, yes, cute. Very fair. And
Is it this present girl or the girl you saw on Saturday?
the girl
Once
said
on
that
Saturday.
So
she was Evie was with
so
it.
the Jeremiah that you were defaming, she was looking at it.
That's what I'm saying. That you understand? Now he was willing to leave
you leave whatever.
No,
the love of her life.
But you are thinking that if the father was not there,
You would have shot
he probably would have gone there and like.
Yes, now just create a
rapport.
normal. Yes.
And then if you now ask that, are you that the way I'm looking at you? Like,
She want to pride up now, so she won't want to. But I would just have to keep her.
No. She
for
will
future.
ask you.
That was.
If you are keeping her.
Like
Yeah,
in the
just
future.
keep her that in case there's a
The
fuck
same
up,
way
you just start
how
having
man
a plan
is
B.
keeping-
It's also
That's
good.
so you already have the answer.
It's keeping your friends in case.
Your friend is whatever.
I'm not new to the game, so I understand.
Friends like an alternative.
Your friend thought he was a mean guy, but he has probably
No, he too knows now. He too he's open to the game too.
So
He knows, but you just have to fake it.
I wish all of you the best. Anyway, I'm grateful that.
And the game is rigged.
The
game is rigged.
I'm grateful that I'm not in your dilemma. That's just.